citizens of Mississippi's 1st Congressional District, and my fellow Americans. I'm Dr. Ed Holliday. I'm a dentist, an author, and the host of the internet radio show called Doc Holliday's Rock Splitting Politics. And today I'm announcing that I am a candidate for the special election for Mississippi's 1st Congressional District. I humbly believe that surely, and again I say surely, out of 750,000 residents in our 1st Congressional District, that we have someone living in District 1 that can represent us well. We don't have to find someone living outside the district. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you why I am that person to be your next United States representative. And friends, today I come to you not seeking two different offices. I have no divided interest. I only want one office. I want to be your next congressman. And I'm running because I can best articulate with passion and communicate in a North Mississippi fashion the values that we hold dear. Values such as the sanctity of life. Values such as the definition of marriage being one man married to one woman. Values like the right to keep and bear arms as guaranteed by the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution. But the most important reason that I'm running is because we need jobs. We need more jobs and better paying jobs. And we can make that happen by creating an atmosphere for a robust economy. Working together, we can build innovative energy policies. We can reform taxes. And listen to me well, we can reform taxes by boldly abolishing the Internal Revenue Service. We can replace it with a common sense consumption-based tax. And for sure, we need to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act with a health care plan that's better than Obamacare. And finally, another very important reason that I'm running for Congress is because I love our young people. I got 4 children and they're here today. And these young people are here. And that's the reason I'm running, because I love children. I love your grandchildren and your children and every child in North Mississippi and across America. Look at these young people today. You decide how you vote on May 12th, and it's going to determine their tomorrow. But a diabolical disaster keeps ticking away, threatening the future of all Americans. Like a ticking time bomb, our national debt grows. And as it grows, our young people's future diminishes, wondering if that ticking time bomb will explode. Young people, please listen to me. We need to change the words from national debt to generational theft, because we owe over $18 trillion and it's growing by over $2 billion a day. Don't let the politicians get away with it. It's your future that they're stealing from. Help elect Doc Holliday to stop this government's financial nonsense. Now, I've not come here to scare you, and neither do I want you sticking your heads in the sand. You may ask, why would anyone want to go to Washington and try to deal with all this mess? I want to go because I am confident. The Bible tells us, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. I am confident because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And I am confident because I know hard-working Mississippians love this state and they love America. In North Mississippi, we're not afraid to work. Before I started practicing dentistry, I did all kinds of work. I know what it's like to pick cucumbers all day long. I know what it feels like to get wet dew on your muddy gloves in the morning only to roll back a cucumber vine and get stung by a bee. I know what it's like to load and haul firewood. I know what it's like to throw pulpwood logs onto a truck hour after hour. And I know what it's like to work in the pine thickets in the sweltering heat of a Mississippi summer. And I know how the chilling winds feel when using a post-hole digger to repair a barbed wire fence in the freezing days of winter. I know work in the outdoors, and I know work sweeping the floors inside stores. I have dug the ditches and mowed the lawns. I have worked for water departments and at a sawmill. I know North Mississippians because I have worked beside you. I have been encouraged by you, and just as I have encouraged others. And that is why I am confident, because I know that working together as Democrats, Republicans, Independents, we can secure the future for our children and our grandchildren. Now just recently, Congress was given a 12% approval rating by you, citizens. Well, count me in the 88% who disapprove of Congress right now. How about you? Do you disapprove of Congress? Let me see your hand if you disapprove of what's going on in Washington. I agree with you. When Washington is not working, the worst thing that we could do as Mississippi's District 1 is to send another politician to Washington. Washington does not need any more politicians. Right. And frankly, we have too many lawyers up there too. Now, Einstein told us that the definition of insanity was doing something over and 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 over again and expecting different results. I'm here to tell you that if you're tired of what's going on in Washington, D.C., then stop sending politicians to Washington. Right. Now, if you don't hear anything else I say today, if you don't remember anything else at all, this is what I want you to remember, and I want you to remember this for sure. Washington is sick, and Doc Holliday has the cure. Now, did everybody hear that? Let me say it one more time. It's very important. If you don't remember anything else I said today, make sure you remember this and remember it for sure. Washington is sick, and Doc Holliday has the cure. Now, I want to thank the young people. I want to thank the young people who have come out here today, because it's for the children that I'm running, for my children, your children, and your grandchildren. And I am confident that if you send Doc Holliday to Washington, you'll be glad you did. And when I finish, I want you to remember three things as I finish. First, it's time for Mississippi to send a constitutional conservative to Washington. The second thing you need to know, Doc Holliday is that constitutional conservative. And the third thing you need to know, on May 12th, go vote for Doc Holliday as your next congressman. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. God bless Mississippi. God bless America.